Welcome back, everyone. Am I audible properly? Those who are joining online, ping me fast, guys. Okay, so yesterday we were working on a microservice project that I've seen that how a register itself to the Eureka server. And today we are going to discuss about how services can discover other available services in a Spring Cloud ecosystem. Okay, so I gave a question yesterday. What is Fin client? What is Fin client? What is Fin client? Yes, guys, what is Fin client? Yes, what is Fin client? I hope my shared content is also visible now. The question is, what is Fin client? Fin client. Or in the Spring language, we call them as open Fin. We can use in REST API. How? This is not a definition for Fin client, right? And yesterday only I said that tomorrow I will ask this question. But what is Fin client? Yes, what is Fin client? You attended yesterday's class? That's why I said this line only that don't say declarative. Uh, Cross communication. How? Open Fin and Fin client. It's the same thing. Fin client is the topic name. We say it as open Fin in terms of. Hold a minute, guys. So, what is like Fiend client? Srikar, you attended yesterday's class? What we did yesterday in class? Huh? What we did in yesterday's class? Developing microservice project? Yes or no? What was the project that we were developing yesterday? And so basically you forgot the project also, right? You remember? Then tell the project. Try to remember the project that we were developing yesterday. Spring Eureka project. Spring Eureka is a starter topic. What the project that we were developing yesterday? What was the project? If I'm doing like this also, I can see from here. What was the project that we were developing yesterday? Try to remember. You remember I gave this question, Fiend client. So you searched about Fiend client. Why? Why you didn't search? Huh? So you forgot the topic name. Okay. The same way you forgot the project also. Yeah. So we were working on a quiz app, right? Now remember? So what we were doing in that now tell? We were working on quiz app. What we were doing in that application? So let's take the example of yesterday. I have written 10 questions, right? What is the capital of India? Hyderabad. Have you ever visited New Delhi? Why? You should visit at least the capital of your country. Why you never visited Delhi? I go there, enjoy. Next time come with me, okay? I'll take you and leave you there in Delhi only. You forgot the project also. What project we were developing? Okay, so let me tell you what is Fiend client. So at first you have to understand what we developed yesterday. So we'll go to Eclipse, and yesterday if you miss the class, you will not understand anything today, as it is all related to yesterday's class. Easy, but you have to put efforts to understand the things. So the first project that we built yesterday was a Eureka server. Now this will not have any controller entity. It will not have anything. It is a simple project in which we have added the configuration by adding the dependency of Netflix Eureka server. You can say that this is your inbuilt cloud where all other service will register themselves. And for running that, we are just adding the dependency of Eureka server and the cloud dependencies. All of these are already added by Spring. We are not doing anything else. Over the main class, we are just annotating it with at the rate of enable Eureka server. When we are starting this application, we have given the port number as 87. What is the port number of second project? Array, let him speak. First we gave 8080. So here we will hit localhost 8761, and this is your Spring Eureka server where all other instances will be called here. As of now, no instance is available, and there is a test environment default data center it is using. This is the current time. Uptime will increase. That means from how much time you are running the app. That is called your uptime of the app. The second project that we were having was question service. So something like this question service we were having. Now the question service is the actual file which will provide the question in the quiz app, right? The work of this project is to only provide the question. So here we have written that entity, controller, repository, question here which has ID, the question option 4, then answer. We have repo interface which is extending JPA repository. We have controller, one controller as test controller and one controller as slash all questions, which will provide all the question by taking them from database. So the work of this particular application is to only provide question in a quiz app. Quiz app is one. Now our server is already working. I will start this question service application. Don't close any of the server directly. So we'll just start the server now. So here our application has been started on the port 8081. That was the default port that we were hitting here. So we'll first check by using it on test controller. Question service is working fine. So we have written the code that whenever this question app will start, it will register itself inside the server like this. Here now we can check that currently the question service is running here properly. Here the question service is running properly on the localhost 8081. Now if I try to fetch all questions, so it is providing one question also, and the question was with the ID Q1. The question was what is the capital of India? These were the option and this was the right answer. So this app fine, right? There is no problem in the app. But as we are building our project in multiple part, so this part means question service will only provide the questions. It will not do any operation, nothing. So now for that, we have created one more project, and that project was quiz service. That project was quiz service. So in that we were enabling the Fiend clients. Let me remove it as of now. Now we will start our application. So here is the error. So this is our quiz service, and in this project we are not doing anything. We are just creating the application by Eureka service URL and changing the port number to 8082. This is all we have done yesterday to register our services. And now our quiz service is also starting. We will refresh our cloud, and here we got question service is running on 8081 and the quiz service is running on 8082, and the uptime is from like 5 last 5 minute our cloud is working. So like that, it is working on currently. Now we are going to check how the communication is going to be. So you can say that topic as intercommunication of microservices. Intercommunication of microservices, or you can say how microservices are going to talk with each other. So there was a previous way that was called REST template, or you can say REST client. It was a previous way of doing this thing. It is a synchronous method to make HTTP calls, to make HTTP calls using REST template or using REST client. We have to write the controller code. We have to write the controller code manually. That was the problem in REST template. This problem was solved by Fiend client. Then we got something as Fiend client, and this problem was solved by your Fiend client. How this problem was solved by Fiend client and what is Fiend client? So first definition is the same that you are getting over internet, that Fiend client is a declarative way of making HTTP request. But you will not understand anything here. What is declarative way? So let's try to understand now. At first I will tell it to you using a architecture. So our architecture was very simple. At the top level we have our Eureka server running. Eureka server. It is built by Netflix, by the way. And we are registering our two services. One service as question service, question service. And second, we are having quiz service. Second, we are having here is quiz service. Quiz service means here we will provide a front end to the user. User will select the options. After that, we will give the answers that your score is 10 out of 10, your score is 9 out of 10, like that. And it depends on number of questions. And front end already you can build using React or anything. But the problem here is this quiz service don't have any question with it. All the question is stored in database inside this Spring project. Now how two Spring project will talk to each other? That is called your Fiend client is used there. That is Fiend. In REST template you have to type your code manually, and this is very hectic thing. So we have microservices. How? Sorry, we have Fiend client. In Fiend client, we just have to write, or you can say we just have to declare an interface. What we have to do? We just have to declare an interface using Fiend client, and after that Spring will generate all the manual code internally. Now same thing we were getting in JPA also, because there we were creating method like this: find by age less than right? Remember, we were using some words and automatically this query was running. We were just annotating it with the query interface. And no need to write query also when you are using mnemonics words like this. So Spring was writing a query for it. How is Spring was writing query? Something like this. Select asterisk from student where age less than 20. So this query is written by Spring. Same is done with Fiend client. Now let me tell you what I want to achieve in this project. We are not going to build any front end in this project. We will only make the back end because again it will take a lot of time. Already you can do. I have told you about integration with React. I have also told you about Thymeleaf. You can use anything. I want that currently all the questions are available on this link. All the questions are available on this particular link, localhost 8081 slash all question URL. But this 8081 means first Spring app. That is the question service. So I am getting these question from the first app, but in the second application that is running on 8082, it should use this service. So if I am writing localhost 8082, we will get white label error page, means it is running. If I am trying to type all question here, it will not be able to get because this is not a parameter of this. That is what we want. The second project should be able to communicate the first one and asking us the data. We are not asking the data to localhost 8081, means first project. We will ask our data to localhost 8082. That is how intercommunication will be done. So let's try to do it. Understood Fiend client? In Fiend client, we just have to write an interface and it will generate the code automatically so that microservices can talk with each other. That is what your Fiend client is. So using Fiend client means at first in pom.xml add dependency of Fiend which is available as open Fiend. How is it available? It is available as open Fiend. So we will go to our quiz service. Now quiz service want to talk. Question service don't want to talk. It is saying that I am data on this link, right? All questions that I am giving you data on this link. I don't need to communicate. But 8.2 is saying that yes, I need to talk with another microservice. So in the quiz service project, we have to add the dependency. This is your quiz service. We'll just go and add Spring Boot starters. And you can search here open Fiend. So you will get this Spring Cloud Routing. So just click on this, click next. You can go to Maven repository as well to add this. And that's it. I've got Spring Cloud Starter open Fiend. So your application is building. Okay, got it. Now what you have to do in the second step, in the main class, annotate the main class and enable Fiend client there. So we'll go to our quiz service application, and to this I will say enable Fiend client. Enable Field client. It means that this quiz service application microservice, it will talk to other microservices wherever they are registered. Got it? Now what we will do inside quiz service, I'm not creating multiple packages. Here we will create one interface. Same that I told about Fiend client. What interface? What you want? What is the requirement of this quiz service? Question. So you have to create a question client interface. What we have to do? We have to create a interface for our question client. Like this we have created here. Now, once after doing this part, here you have to create it at the rate of Fiend client. And you have to tell the client name that to whom you want to talk. Fiend client name equals to something. Now go to your Spring server, Eureka, and here you want to talk with question service. You have to check the project name properly in whatever it is written. So our project is written as question service, Q capital, S capital. Same I will type here. Question service, like this. So what we have done here, we have created an interface of question client. To that we have just written the Fiend client, the name of Fiend client. Now inside this, you have to type a method to whom you want to talk, to which controller, means mapping. What is the mapping to whom you want to talk? All hyphen question. Get mapping or post mapping? Write the same thing. At the rate of get mapping, get mapping of slash all one question. Now we can't write directly. It should have a method. Now I am saying that this particular get mapping, what it will do? Get all questions. This is the method name. Get all questions. But return type is mandatory. What will be the return type? List of questions. This project does not have question. So if I'm typing that, it will return the list of question. So it will not say anything. Now to solve this, you have two particular ways. One is you can create a separate third project where class will be available and all will use, but that is for very big project. So here inside our quiz service, I will create that class. So here we will create our question class. And inside this question class, I will just make it exactly same that how it is available inside them. So all these fields I will copy and give it to this. Only field, no need to give ID because we don't want the table here. We just created a question class to take the reference. That's it. No getter, setter, nothing. Now here we have prepared one particular mapping slash all questions in the Fiend client. And are you writing any code for it? That do the communication, get object builder, get object? No, we are not doing anything. We have just defined one interface, and now this interface is going to communicate with the microservice. So let's try to understand how we are trying to make it. Okay. Now inside the quiz service will have a controller. That is our quiz controller. Quiz controller. Now you know what quiz controller will be. So it will be a REST controller at first so that it can post data as APIs at the rate of request mapping slash quiz, that if any request coming from quiz will be available here. Right? Right? Okay. So here we have controller. Quiz controller. Let's first write a test controller. So public string, you can keep test controller, which is just returning a string. That is, quiz controller is working. Okay. So we'll just check it and it will take the mapping of test slash test. And that's it. Let's check it. We'll hit localhost 802 slash quiz slash test. Okay, so we are not using Spring Boot dev tools here. So we have to restart our quiz service application. So go to pom.xml first and we are not using DevTools in this, so we'll just use DevTools so that we are not running every time. Spring Boot DevTools. Okay, so now added. Let's check it once. Let it get loaded first. So quiz service is starting again now. So we'll just close it once and then restart. So if we have closed the quiz service and if we check our Eureka server now, only question service is running here. Now we will restart our quiz service application and it should post the data this time from this quiz controller. Okay, so here the quiz controller is working fine, but we don't need the quiz controller to work fine. I want the question on 8082. We'll create controller for that. So that is going to be public list of question, means return type, and get questions, and it will take get mapping of slash all hyphen questions. Mapping you can keep same or different, doesn't matter. Now I want all the questions. So you have already defined one particular list of question interface. and this will take the question from another service, by the way, not from your project. So make it is a service annotation so that you can auto wire it. Now in the quiz controller, I will auto wire the question client. So here auto wired private question client QC, and here we will QC dot get all question, because there also the return type is questions of list of question only. So we are using that method now, and that interface is running as a Fiend client. So it will talk over. Now lot of things are happening here. We should check that how it is talking now. So we will try to check the test one working fine. Check on localhost 8081. Here we are getting the question. Now I will ask my microservice to talk to my another microservice. Hitting with some error. Okay, means we are missing something. We'll just check. Sorry. Type definition error with root cause question. Okay, so there might be some problem here. Fiend client name equals to question service and list get all question. Check it with server. Here both are running perfectly fine. Restarted. Okay, no problem. Let's just check the things. So here we have a question class ID question 1 question 2. Here we have get mapping of all question, list type is of question, get all questions. Okay, generate their getter setters, because they will be setting, because methods are private. So once after generating the getter setters, go back to client and everything is fine here. Here also. Let's restart our app now. Okay, so check question, and okay, we got the question here on localhost 8081. Check the test URL, it is also working fine. Same way we will check the question URL now. All hyphen questions. Got it? So getter setter was the problem. So here on localhost 8082, now we are getting quiz all question. How this communication is going on? Even 8082 project does not even have this database linked to it. It does not have anything. So it's getting possible because of Fiend client. Whatever the internal code is written by Fiend client, you just have to write as an interface, mark it as Fiend client. We are fetching the data from http colon double forward slash localhost colon 80 slash quiz all hyphen question. Now this link is for us, that we are getting data from 8082, but data is not even available at 8082. Data is only available at 8081. So this for us this link is visible, but in the backend data is coming from localhost 8081 slash call hyphen question, because 8081 project is posting that data. But how two local hosts are talking with each other? So the answer is Fiend client. Fiend is taking data from 8081, giving it to 8082. So that is how two microservices talk with each other by using Fiend client. REST template is the oldest method. We don't use it now. Even we use it, but not that much. So you have to work on Fiend client, and that is how it is. Now you are asking the data from 82. Now let's take the case of e-commerce. So there will be one URL slash all products from where you will only get all the products. All products will come. Then there will be a URL slash product ID slash payment that you want to make payment. Now this payment service will talk to this all product service that give me the product. So generally in terms of e-commerce, we say it as SKU. You don't know this. You can say ID of any product. Each and every product is recognized by its unique ID. So that is called SKU in terms of e-commerce. If you are planning to join Flipkart or Amazon, then you will work on this. And let me show you here also. So if you are going to Amazon, open any product, most of the product has that. So like this, they are providing ASIN code. Same way they provide SKU also. Maybe for security reasons they have hidden it now. So each product has SKU also. So means just like a ID. So here this payment service will ask the all product page or that what is the price of product P1, right? It will send ID from here. It will ask payment and then it will take you to slash bank slash server. Then you can make the payment. So that is how multiple microservices talk with each other using Fiend. If you want to and now you can easily build a front, send this data to front end and use it directly. So that is how we develop microservices project. What is new in this? Nothing. We just need one parent project to maintain all the registered microservices. Then we can develop simple project. The same way controllers, repository, service, DTO, JPA, entity, model, whatever you are doing, and then use Fiend client. Charan. क्या? कोई स्टार्ट ही कहाँ हुआ है? रिमोट कहाँ है इसका? So that is how micros talk with each other. Okay. Now understood, Fin client, that you just have to write a single line about it, this interface, and generate whatever URL to whom you want to talk. That's it. Right? That's it. And whatever the backend code is will be generated automatically by Spring. That is your all your microservices. Now, if we have some project, let's say we have one Python project, which is not using Java, which is written in Django or Django, you can say. How it will talk? Same Fiend client. Because Fiend client is actually not talking to any Java. It is talking to one service which is running by its name and a controller, because there also we have REST controller posting the data to these links. So it is not talking to any local host 8080 or like that. It is talking to a running service deployed on the cloud. Now you can take the same way in the same cloud, right? So that is how microservices talk with each other. Got it? Only microservices means now let's say if I want to build this application in one project, so whatever this controller is, this one quiz controller, I will write this in the same project, same way, which is posting all the questions. So that is how services talk with each other. Now, in this, we have one more concept that is called load balancing that we will discuss tomorrow, not today. So there is a like walk-in drive tomorrow just for freshers, and I'll give you the details about it. It's a good one actually. You can go for it. So it's like walk-in which where solution. This is the company name and it's completely offline by the way. And fresh walk-in means freshers only, what I'm saying. Did I finish typing? 2021 to 2025 batches are allowed. Okay. These are the batches. You're eligible, Srigar? You are which year pass out? Okay. Missed by 1 year. And you should have the programming fundamental. Time is 1 a.m. to 3 p.m. And tomorrow 28th June. Venue, or you can say the address is So this is the company address. You can go and visit this 11 to 3. So try to reach on time if you are trying to. Got it? Dancing, singing. It's a technological interview, and I said fundamentals of programming language. So what you are supposed to, you just have to be good in any programming language as they are hiring freshers. So don't expect any spring question there. Just as you can be dealing with, you can say like maybe there can be a group discussion or something like, I don't know completely, right? Because I haven't even read this. Just now I got the message and telling it to you. And in this, any programming fundamental means they will ask you regarding core Java, advanced also, rare chance that they will ask. Okay. And if you have given any interview company in the last 3 months, then you are not eligible. Not given, right? Given. But I haven't told it, right? I told it you went by yourself. When? Data venue, data valley. So at that time you attended this also. So what was that month? Okay. Get yourself a new email ID and go. And a new mobile number. That's it. I'll give mobile number of anyone. Give my mobile number. I don't give mine, okay? So if you have already attended, just go with a new email ID. Because hardly they will check it in their system. So you can go. Rest is your choice. I'm not pointing it out. So that is the backup. Not backup completely because we will understand load balancing also, how we can balance the load. But that is how we developed the microservices. No, if a company is hiring fresher, not at all. I can't say that company will not hire spring questions until and unless it's like very big company and they are offering you around 10 LPA, 20 LPA like that. Apart from that, if they are offering 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, they will never ask a spring question. If they are asking means they are trying to hire you as a good position. That is how you created your own APIs. Have you created your own API? So your answer should be yes, I have. At that time not completed. Now completed? Okay, I am asking the same question. Have you ever created your own APIs? How? Using REST controller. This is your answer. Yeah. If I am the interviewer, I will say, okay, Shankar, it was nice talking to you. You can go now. No, not like that. Read the entire documentation of that how we are creating, right? By using controller also we can create. We have to add one more annotation, response body, right? So that is the parent thing. REST controller is next one. Okay. So if they are asking about APIs means they are hiring backend developer. That's it. Because the work of backend developer is mostly to create APIs. Mostly 90% of the time you will be dealing with these annotations only. REST controller, get mapping, post mapping. That's it. 90% of the time. If you are a backend developer. And today I have posted all the questions related to Spring, Spring Boot, microservices in the Google Classroom. You can check out which subject question they can Java developer. What a nice question, Ashok. You are asking what they will, which subject they will ask for a position of Java developer. If I'm saying Python, for Java, they will ask Java. This is not even a question. I have to apply for an internship. Does having a good knowledge on Java sufficient and core advanced see, I'll tell you one thing, and I will tell you one serious thing. This core Java, advanced Java, this is coming now. Earlier, it used to be SCJP, Sun Certified Java Programmer. It used to be Sun Certified Java Programmer. There was no core Java, advanced Java. But after that, these academies came. I'm talking about around 2000. These academies came. Now, students were making payment for one course, Java. They were learning core, advanced both. They separated them. That core Java is different for 4000, 4000 for advanced Java, right? So that was the technique. Earlier it used to be Java only, core, advanced nothing. It used to be SCJP, Sun Certified Java Programmer. That was the course name, SCJP, Sun Certified Java Programmer. Now this course is even closed by Sun Microsystem after Oracle take over it. So like that, but don't worry about it. Java means Java only. Core Advanced, that is for academies and for courses. Java is Java, right? Can we write multiple question? Yes, Shrikar, of course we can write. So let me give you an example for it. So we just created, right? It is just only one question is available in database. That is why you are getting only one question. If you are adding more questions, you will get more. What is the problem in that? First is like ID, so Q2 is the ID. Second is the answer. So let's say we are asking what is 2 plus 2. So answer will be 4. And then option 1 we have to provide as 5, 6, 4 and 7. And then at last we have to provide question what is 2 plus 2. Now when 2 available, let's try to fetch. So how many questions we are getting now on localhost 8082? One question, second question as an array of object JSON. If having career gap for experience on how to show the gap. I always give a answer to it. Just enter 2 time. It's gap. So if you have a career gap, cover it with something useful. How? Something useful means if you have done any education at that time, show that education. If your gap is more than 2 years, then there is only one thing that I suggest everyone write that you started a company. Now you are running out of money. You are closing that. Means you were lit, at that time you were running a organization. You can take any name of the company. Just search if it is not available on internet. If they are asking what is the proof, we don't have any money to run the website. We closed. We don't have any money to give. We closed. So 2.9 years experience and after that 8 month gap. Arey, 8 month gap is like just so casual. It's not even a gap. Just show it with any cause, right? You are a girl. Otherwise, if a boy is asking, I will say, show that you met with an accident. You got your leg fractured, hand fractured, brain hemorrhage, and you were in hospital for 8 months. That's so simple. They're not going to ask to any hospital. Arey, everyone is doing that. There is nothing to laugh. All right, nothing to laugh. Now for 8 month, like there are a lot of things available for girls also. That just don't want to point out here. But if you want a good thing, you can say that there was some health issue that you took a break. Second, if you don't want to write the health issue, you can say that you started your own organization for these 8 months, but it didn't worked out. You worked on a project of yourself. We worked on a ride project here in Spring Boot or not? Ticket booking. No. Oh, no, not here. We've developed it in React. So you can take any project, any Spring project, just prepare its module so that you can show this project, deploy it on cloud and show it to them that see, this is my project. It didn't work out. Simple. So you know what gap means? You are not serious for what you want. That is the problem actually. If you are not working from last 8 months, means you have a habit of resigning from job and you are not getting any job. So they will treat gap as like this. But this isn't only in India, by the way. I have never seen this in any foreign country. If you have 10 years gap, you still welcome. But in India, because of Indian mindset, these things are coming. So you can show it as a project that you worked on your own startup idea, but it didn't work out. So you have to work now again. Got it? So you can easily cover up your gap. If your gap is more than 3 years, then you can't say that I was running a startup from last 3 years. Now I'm closing it now. You can't run any startup straight for 3 years because if you are running for 6 months only means your entire savings are gone. That is for sure. You without any profit you cannot run any startup. Anything you can't run. Yes, you can show the result application. You can show the log talk application. I am cold mailing HRs about internship opportunities, but no response. Try hot mailing. If cold mailing is not giving you any response, try hot mail. Understand the simple math. The simple math is very simple. As an HR, I'll tell you about my HR. Even we are not posting our jobs anywhere. Never. It's been around more than a year. I am not posting any job anywhere. It is always coming from connections, students like that. Always. Even though she is getting more than hundreds of email every single day. 100. And sometime I have to stop her email ID that she is not receiving any mail just because every time 10, 10, 10. So if you are cold mailing to HR, she or he is already getting hundreds, thousands of emails. We don't even have time to read all of them. So always HR will have two section of email, internal and external. Internal means company email. They will read that. Otherwise, external, right? External means ignored. So cold emailing is never going to help. Rather, you should talk. Let's say you are talking to you want to drop a mail to the HR of Naresh IT. Just an example. Mail to Naresh IT. LinkedIn or any other connection who is working in Naresh IT, not HR, any other person. Ask that Naresh IT is hiring for this position. Can you give me a referral? Take the referral link from that person, then send the mail to HR. See, you will get response, right? That is how it works. There is not a like scientific rule for it. You have to be unique. If you are doing cold emailing means 1,000 people are already doing that. Where are you standing? Every single minute they receive a mail. They are not going to open all, right? So that is how it works. And it is so simple. Now it's the time where you should start the things. because next 2 3 months are like a good month where you can get something out of the market. Again, it will be gone till December or January, and I think you can't afford that 6 month delay now. So go for it wherever you are getting. And cold emailing like was a concept of 3 4 years back where no one was doing that. No one was directly contacting HRs. Now everyone is doing the same, right? Don't do what others are doing. Learn how others are learning, but don't do what they are doing. Do something unique, right? So I'll tell you an example for that. So there was a person. So there was a person who was a copywriter and a 11 page job to the Swiggy. Swiggy was hiring a copywriter. I'll tell you his what he has sent to Swiggy. So this was the first page. Hi Swiggy, saw your post about hiring copywriters. Hungry for see my deck means what I can do. And okay, where is the full news? This one. This was the first one that hi Swiggy, saw your post that you are hiring copywriter. So just technical person who is just writing these kind of jokes, memes of startups. Second, he has written, I don't follow Zomato. He was sending a job application to Swiggy. He took a screenshot of his own Instagram and pasted, I don't follow Zomato. Third slide was, but I just did. Then he followed Zomato competition, you know. If you are not hiring, then Zomato will hire. See, this is creativity. Third is one of the key qualification to be a copywriter, you need to be funny. Then he said, I am funny. Here is why. I am an aspiring stand-up comedian. So this is a comedian. If you don't know this, Anubhav Singh Bassi is a stand-up comedian. He's from North, like my neighbor. And he said, reason why I am funny, मैं कभी कॉमिस्तान नहीं गया. So this was a show that was hosted on Amazon Prime. So he is just like that. Then he said, क्योंकि मेरी मम्मी कहती हैं, it means that my mom used to say, and in the next slide he is saying, time is 7 plus hours. Being a copywriter, you should know whatever is going on in market, what memes are going on, so that you can also create a new meme. But इसमें स्विगी का क्या फायदा मीन्स इफ आई एम यूजिंग माई मोबाइल मोर देन 7 आवर्स व्हाट इज द प्रॉफिट ऑफ स्विगी इन दिस कोई ट्रेंड आंखों से नहीं बच सकता मीन्स नो ट्रेंड इज गोइंग अवे फ्रॉम माई आईज आई विल कैप्चर एवरीथिंग आई हैव अ कॉपी एंड आई राइट कॉपी एंड यू नो दिस पर्सन was selected. Who will not select a person who is this much creative? Everyone was cold mailing to HR. This one person sent a thing like this, selected. And not here, I have multiple examples. And what happened is one time someone ordered food from Zomato. That person was sitting outside the office. The person saw that Zomato person came to deliver food to someone in office. He took the order that okay, I will give to them. Took the order, kept the resume inside the Zomato box, delivered to the whosoever was ordering that. They saw the resume, they hired. It is the that how you are clicking someone's mind. Sometime I will tell you one thing. Sometime I have made my mood that okay, I will hire this employee. It happens with me also. I have made a mood that now I will hire this person. But after that, they will do something like this that okay, there is no future with this. So stop. Every time. And sometime we are thinking, okay, this is having like very less knowledge. But we don't want full knowledge with zero contribution. We need half knowledge with at least 10% contribution in the project. Now let's say I have so yesterday last week I was taking a meeting in my office and I asked the question that who is the waste employee of the company now. Everyone was silent because what a kind of question I was asking. Then I said I am the waste employee of the company right now because I am not contributing to anything, always busy with some random stuff, busy with classes, not going properly to office like that. So I said myself that I am the waste product this time because I haven't written code very frequently. Last time I wrote when there was a production failure only. But if I am not writing the code, I am working on managing it, right? So I don't want full brain with zero contribution. That you are full of technology, full of knowledge, but zero in contribution. Rather than I will hire a person who can contribute at least 10% so that your contribution is not going on waste. So something like this, if you want a developer job, develop something related to that company and send them and check if they are hiring or not. They will. This cold emailing is like very old concept as of me now. This doesn't work. What currently working is referrals 110%. Second is first is referral. Second is you have to apply very quickly. So there is a trick for it. Properly in the morning, check LinkedIn between 7 to 9. All the jobs are posted in this much time frame. Apply quickly because hardly they will check first 10 20 resume. After that they will stop checking. Got it? So that is how these kind of things are done. And you have to be over smart now. You can't be a medium guy and get all the things that you want. You have to be smart now because world is like full of developers now. Everyone is developer. So you have to be smart now. Build this smartness inside you. Yeah, that person was selected in Swiggy. Who will reject that kind of candidate? No one can reject because they are not just bringing the knowledge, they are just bringing the diversity. And how diversity come, I will tell you. So it is the thing of around 2023. And our project, let's say we are building a simple website with no backend, no database, only front end. It used to take around 30 days. And for me, it's like 2 days. But of course, you can't say too much to the employees. Their ego will hurt. Lot of things will happen. So I just changed one thing. What I changed it, generally I have a separate cabin, but I don't sit there after that. I will take my laptop and sit with anyone else. Anyone, random person I will select one day if I'm in office. Let's say tomorrow I will go my office. I'll take my laptop and sit with anyone. Complete day. If I'm sitting 4 hours, I will sit with that person. Not checking what he or she is doing. I will just talk comfortably that what you are working on, how you are working. And I did this for 1 month in starting. I never went to my own cabin. I was just sitting with the tables and wherever others were sitting. One. And what I noticed is you are draining your energy in time schedule. They were just checking time because if I am having some work, I'll go out of office. They were just checking at what time I'm leaving the office. So I just changed the entire concept. The next day there was no punching machine in my office. That no time schedule now. You can come anytime, go anytime, just do your work. And after that we are shipping features in every 10 to 15 days. That 13 days time was changed to next 10 to 15 days. We just doubled our productivity without hiring any other people. Same people, I just made them free. That okay, don't see the time now. And now also it's my habit because you can't do multiple things at the same time. You have to manage the things. The same way HRs are also managing their time. They will not read your cold emails, right? If I'm opening my mail here, like the main one, flooded, thousands are there which I haven't read till now. Because in company, if they are doing any mail, they will mention BCC and I don't even open it until and unless someone is calling me that okay, that mail is important, I have to open that. I don't open because of time issue. Because I don't believe in that. HRs will do this. So that is the concept. HR has to follow a guideline. They have to maintain it. But as a normal developer, you have to stand alone and stand apart. I'll tell you some of the where you can find freshers, internships and jobs. And we are just about to close. We can close tomorrow also, but there are some miscellaneous topics that only I have added from advanced DevOps, like his strict circuit breaker is there, and resilience is there, and Docker is there. So we'll discuss about all these things, and I think as of now, we'll close on, let me tell you, we'll close on, I think, Wednesday. So Wednesday, what does it mean? I'm taking my words back, sir. Now I'm saying July 2nd. Okay? Wednesday means July 2nd. It depends. If you took any other topic that, okay, teach this, I'll teach that. July 5th is the last. After that, if you're taking with any topic, come here. Simple. We'll that only. I know. Because left now. Fine, guys. We'll connect again tomorrow. Have a nice time, everyone. Bye bye. Take care. Have your dinner on time. अरे go